Perfect. So, good evening, everybody. My name is Sabah, and I'll be leading the session today on Workday HCM, which is Human Capital Management. And I'd like to welcome all of you all to today's webinar. So move on with the agenda for today. So we'll start with introductions, and then we'll move on with a little about Workday, the history of Workday, and of course we'll talk a little about the job outlook, the salary trends, the industries that use Workday. We'll also touch upon the course objectives, the prerequisites, audience, what is Workday HCM, course curriculum, and we'll also talk about the Pro HCM course certification. We'll give you more details on how the structure of the exam is. And then we focus on what Zarentech has to offer and why to choose Zarentech. We'll talk more about the learning management system and also LinkedIn learner community. Okay, right. So what is Workday, right? Workday is a cloud-based ERP platform that provides a suite of applications for finance, human resources, and students and faculty services, right? So it says it's a cloud-based ERP. Now, what is a cloud-based ERP? So it refers to a software that helps companies to manage its core business tasks, right? Like HR, finance, payroll, and many more like these, right? And what it does is all of this operation is over the internet instead of installing it on computers or company computers. So you don't really need an application to be installed, but then you simply can access Workday over the web. Just like we open any other site, we can open Workday and access Workday through it. So it's a cloud-based ERP, right? Now, with the cloud-based ERP like Workday, an HR manager can approve leave requests, run payroll, and even view reports from anywhere. It can be either using a laptop or a phone without necessarily being in office. Of course, if there are company policies or security that you cannot access certain things outside of your organization or company premises, but Workday does provision for it, right? And like I said, it offers a range of features and tools for managing both and automating various business processes. Like I just said, all of it runs at the background without much of an HR intervention to initiate a process. It automatically gets initiated based on the configurational setup, and HRs can focus on more strategic HR businesses. Okay. So history of Workday, right? So Workday was founded in 2005 by Anil Bushri and Dave Duffield after Oracle was acquired. After PeopleSoft acquired. After Oracle acquired PeopleSoft, right? So the first product was PeopleSoft, which was acquired by Oracle, and then they moved on to start Workday. That happened in 2005, right? In 2007, they launched its first cloud-based financial management system. In 2006 is when they started the HCM, right? That's when they made an entry into the cloud-based HR software. Then they expanded internationally, grew rapidly, and they went on to go public. The IPO on the NYSE, that's when they went public in 2011. They also did announce the partnership with Amazon Web Services to provide more cloud-based HCM and financial management. So, I mean, the gist of this slide is primarily talking about the journey of Workday and how it has been growing immensely over the years, right? And very recently, Workday is also focused on agentic AI with their product called Workday Eliminate, where the focus is primarily on getting AI into their daily functions as well. So it's a very interesting product called Workday Eliminate. Okay, so moving on, job outlook, right? So how does the market look like for workday professionals, right? So the demand for workday professionals, particularly those who are skilled HCM and financial management, is something that is growing steadily in the US market. So the approximate average salary in the United States is approximately about $150,000, right? And it's ranging from $100,000 to about $200,000. So that's the average base salary that an HCM consultant in United States can make. And some of the job titles is project managers. We have the Workday HCM consultants, HR manager, senior executive, finance managers. These are some of the job titles that we've seen in the market. Those who've moved into the Workday ecospace. And some of the top industries in Workday HCM that's growing immensely is IT, information technology, e-commerce, and automotive. Okay, so the salary trends again is again a Workday consultant, is quite in demand right now, and typically the total compensation ranges between about $97,000 to $185,000, of course, based on their experience and the modules they are an expertise in, with an average pay of around $150,000. Talking about the job vacancy trends, right? So for the demand for Workday professionals, especially in HCM, integration, finance, analytics, is rising steadily as organizations they continue to invest in cloud-based HR. So most of the organizations are moving from the primitive ERP to cloud-based HR, considering it's easier to use, easier to access, and so on, and thereby the job vacancies also have been increasing over the years. 2020, even though there was COVID, we did not see lot of layoffs. Workday still continued to retain the jobs, and right after that, it completely took off with the vacancies. Even now, the job vacancies in the market is quite high. The demand for Workday is quite high. So industries that use Workday. So we'll touch upon some of the industries, and we'll also talk a little example about how these industries are using Workday, right? So like I said, it is a cloud-based enterprise trusted by organization across multiple industries, primarily to manage HR, payroll, finance, planning, and analytics, that's the reporting, dashboards, and so on, right? Um, Primarily also because Workday is flexible, it's easy to use, and thereby making it a preferred choice for all kind of businesses, be it small businesses or large global enterprises. Now, some of the industries that Workday is used is healthcare, government, financial services, higher education, non-profit organization, manufacturing, technology, professional services, and so on. So, with quick examples on what these are, so financial services are primarily banks, industry, insurance companies, investment firms, fintech, and so on, right? So Workday is primarily used to manage their employee data, payroll compliance, financial planning, and so on, right? So say an example is an investment bank, right? Can use Workday financials to track budgeting, manage risk reports, and so on. Similarly, manufacturing companies use Workday, and the focus can be workforce management, talent development, and so on, right? Again, the org structure in each of these industries would differ, right? For instance, a manufacturing company can track the employee performance across production lines, right? Or plan the labor needs, manage payroll for workers in different regions from Workday. Similarly, technology, right? Tech companies rely on Workday for hiring talent, managing compensation packages, and so on. Similarly, healthcare and pharmaceuticals, clinics, pharmaceutical companies, they use Workday to manage a large, diverse workforce and ensure there's compliance in the healthcare regulations as well. So again, examples are hospitals. They use a Workday. There is a Workday tool called Workday Scheduling, where they can access or assign shifts to nurses, doctors, and so on. Similarly, professional services like consulting services, law firms, marketing agencies, and so on. Again, they use Workday for project resource planning, billing, and workforce analytics as well. Very recently, we've also seen public sector organizations using workforce management, budgeting, and compliance reporting, and so on. Right, higher ed is also an industry that has been growing over the years, and we've seen universities and colleges, they use Workday to manage faculty, staff, students, and so on. There is again a module called Workday Student, which helps track student assistant hours, manage faculty payroll, and so on. Similarly with non-profit organizations as well. Okay, so that's a little about all the industries that are using Workday. Moving on. So about our course, right? So our Workday training course is primarily designed to help you gain the skills, confidence, and practical knowledge to work effectively with the Workday HCM suite and a few of the related modules to HCM, right? So what is it that you will learn by the end of the course, right? So you will be able to master core concepts and navigations of the Workday HCM suite. So you basically understand the Workday interface. You'll get an idea of the menus, the search features, and also navigate through the dashboards, right? So for example, you can say you learn how to find an employee record quickly or update the job details or view the history, the payroll history directly from Workday dashboards, right? So we will become comfortable with the navigations in Workday. Also, we learn key Workday terminologies, business processes, and functionalities involved in the Workday suite. So you'll get familiar with terms like organizations, supervisory organizations, business process framework, staffing models, compensation plans, and so on. Right? It might sound like a jargon to those who do not come from an HR background, but otherwise, with our course, you will become more familiar with these terminologies and also be able to link them with various other processes as well. Right, so you'll also be able to understand how Workday automates HR processes like hire, transfer, promotions, right? So that is also something that we will learn um, in our course. Also, you'll be able to explore Workday reporting and Workday Studio Cloud connectors, how to generate standard and custom reports for HR and finance needs, right? So Workday provides over 500 delivered reports. Now, these are reports used across industries and they are ready to use once Workday is implemented. Right, so we'll get familiar with what are the different kind of standard reports, and if a standard report does not meet the requirement of the company, they also have the provision to create or custom make their report, which is why it's called a custom report, right? And also adopt and implement Workday best practices, right? So we learn recommended ways to configure, maintain, and optimize Workday for efficiency and compliance, right? For instance, say apply security group best practices on so the right people have access to sensitive data like payroll data or personal data and so on. So we'll talk about the best practices and also talk about the experiences that we've had implementing Workday to various companies. Okay, so moving on, prerequisite for Workday. Of course, um, there is no strict prerequisite, but having prior experience in HR operations, talent management, or payroll will definitely help you grasp the concepts faster, right? But I have to say that Workday is pretty simple. I can talk for myself. I came from a non-HR background. I came from a finance background there, but then I moved on to learn and implement Workday. And also, with no technical knowledge, I was also able to create reports, create something called BERT reports. So there's absolutely it's an easy tool to understand, easy to navigate. So it definitely does add an advantage if we come with an HR background. But otherwise, it's absolutely a very easy tool, right? So professionals who are familiar with HR and recruitment processes, like I said, will find it easier to connect real world scenarios to Workday functionalities, right? Also, a basic understanding of SAP HCM or any other HRMS tool is helpful, but not mandatory. Um, Only because this background can make it easier to transition to Workday, as you will already have an understanding of key HR concepts like employee lifecycle, position management, and payroll structures, and so on. Okay. Who should take up this course, right? So HR professionals who want to learn Workday HCM to manage hiring, payroll, performance reviews more effectively. And I know we have a couple of HR professionals in the group today. Also, financial professionals looking to use Workday financials for budgeting, expense tracking, and reporting, and so on. Recent MBA graduates or graduates with finance or HR specialization who want to boost their career prospects by adding Workday skills. Professionals who want to switch to IT, who want to work as Workday consultants, configuration analysts, or HRIS system admins can also be a part of this course, right? I'm quickly going to look at the chat. I do see some chats. Okay, so I'll take a quick pause here before we move to the next slide just to see if we have any questions in the group now. Also, a quick reminder, you can always raise your hand. So that'll give me an alert that somebody has a question and I can stop for questions then. Okay, so I'll assume there are no questions and move ahead. So training benefits, what are the benefits of this training? Of course, like I mentioned, the training includes Workday fundamentals, Workday HCM, Workday job readiness as well. There will be tenant access provided to you guys. So after the theoretical knowledge, you will also be given a tenant, that is Workday, as an interface to practice what you've learned, right? So, and that becomes very important because then you would actually understand some of the challenges and be able to come back with questions if you have any questions about what you've learned, right? Also, very importantly, after the training, we'd refer you to a Workday partner company to get officially certified, right? So there are very few companies that Workday has provisioned as partners, and they are the ones who can provide certifications, Workday certifications. So what Zarentech does is that after the training, we'd refer you to those partner companies, and you can get certified, officially certified as a Workday consultant, right? And Also, the best part is the top 10 performers, we will have a partner company hire you as well, right? So you'll be referred to these partner companies who would hire you, of course, after your interview and how well you've done during the practice sessions. I'll take a quick pause again. Any questions now?
Guys, you can raise a hand or unmute yourself and you can go ahead and shoot questions if you have any questions to ask.
Hey, I have a question. So the initial slides, you mentioned that reporting and some kind of integrations and connectors, right? So are you covering in this course?
So we would touch upon custom reports and standard reports. Abhi, would you want to take a stab on the code
Yes.
connectors and Studio as well?
Yes. So basically, this training is structurized in terms of Workday HCM and the integration also. Okay. If in case you want to learn more in advanced integration, then we have a separate training which is called as Workday Integration and Studio. But definitely, we are going to touch the integration part also in this training.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. So any other questions before we move on?
Yeah, I have a question.
Sure.
So when it comes to the to the partner company that you're working with for certification, is there the cost attached to this, or does it also cover the certification, or is that separate?
Abhi, you want to take that?
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Can you come again, please? My sincere apologies.
Yeah. So what I'm asking is that for the partner company that you're working with for certification.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so basically, we will explain you, because during the end of the session, we'll explain you how the certification works, okay, and how we are going to help you in getting certified, right? Because since we are associated with a lot of Workday staffing partners and sales partners, we will explain you, because we are going to explain you the cohort option also during the session. During the end of the session, we'll explain you how Zarentech can help you in getting certified.
Okay.
Thank you, Kenneth. So there's another question from John Steve. Are these partner companies global or specific to certain countries? So partner companies are global. There are partner companies across the world. Primarily, most of the partner companies are registered in US. But to your question, yes, we do have. There are both global and US-based partner companies. Okay. Any other questions? Perfect. So we'll move ahead. Now getting into more about what Workday HCM is, right? So Workday HCM, or also the Human Capital Management, is a configurable software as a service solution, right? It's a SaaS solution. Now, what do we mean by software as a service, right? So basically, this is an application that allows users to customize the software to their specific needs or preferences without requiring extensive development or direct access to the code or the underlying code, right? So Workday, when it's given to the client, it comes with basic default values. Companies can tailor it or custom make it based on their requirements without really accessing the code, as in you don't require any coding knowledge or any sort of code that you need to update at the background. Everything is done on the interface, as simple as removing a value, editing a value, renaming a value, and things of that sort. So that's how simple Workday is, right? I can give you an example of say a company wants to update the kind of employee types they have in the organization. So they have regular, and they have interns, and they have student, right? So if Workday comes with regular and you want to rename it to something else, it's as simple as renaming your name in Zoom, right? That's how simple it is. So it also helps companies manage their employees around the world, right? So to the next point that says it helps to organize staff, pay, and develop global workforce by establishing global consistency. What that means is that it'll help companies and manage their employees around the world by creating a consistent system. So the system or the configuration is consistent across all countries. So it basically gives a same experience for somebody sitting in the US and somebody sitting in Asia, right? So say a company like Google, right, that has offices in US, India, Europe, it's spread all across the world, right? So instead of having different rules and processes for each country, they have one global system to make sure every employee is hired fairly, paid correctly, and offered the same opportunity for training, growth, and so on, right? So this makes it easier to manage people and ensure everyone gets the similar experience.
Hey, Sabah, this is Alok. Just want to let you know that I'm here. And for those who have joined here, I will be explaining you about how Zarentech can help you with the certification process, the whole 9 yards after training, the job readiness program. We'll also explain you about our LMS and the um, Workday Pro certification practice test platform we have built um, exclusively at Zarentech, so people can clear their certification. So I'll talk about that after you're done. Okay.
Sure. Thanks, Alok. Okay, so also adding on to what Workday is, it offers a unified human resource and talent management solution, right? So Workday is basically a unified platform that brings together. So it brings various pieces together, like your human resource, payroll, um, benefits, all of it. It comes together into one seamless system, right? So example, say your company is expanding and you need to hire about 50 new employees across different locations. With Workday, HR can post job openings, track applications, onboard new hires. At the same time, managers can set performance goals for these new hires, track their progress. Also, payroll and benefit enrollment happens automatically at the background, and leaders can view real-time reports on workforce costs and also see the trend, right? So all of it can happen at the same time, and that's why it's a unified human resource solution. Okay. Now, what is Workday HCM? Again, giving you more details on what it is. It is a unified global cloud application. So Workday HCM, it basically combines all core HR functions, right? Think of it like a jigsaw where you have recruitment, payroll, benefits, performance management, learning, various facets of HR, and they all come together in Workday into one cloud platform, and that can be accessed anywhere across the world, right? Think of it like a multinational company can manage employee data for staff in the US, India, Europe in a single system. Thereby, there is consistency in HR policies and so on. Actionable insights. So Workday provides real-time dashboards and reports, so HR and business leaders can make data-driven decisions instantly, right? For instance, if they're looking at a turnover report, okay, and and that's something that gets updated on a real-time basis. So if there's a termination yesterday, that would reflect in the report right away as they review the dashboard. So updates to reports and so on happens on a real-time basis. Agility, Workday is designed to adapt quickly to organizations' changes, or if there are market shifts or regulatory updates and so on, without long system upgrades, right? So if a company acquires another business, say HR can quickly add about hundreds of new hire records and align their pay structures and so on, without having to rebuild the entire system. User interface. Now, like I said, Workday has a very simple interface. It's very easy, it's modern, intuitive, and consistent across desktop, tablets or your mobile devices, right? So thereby reducing the learning curve, because it's pretty much the same in all devices, right? And accessible from anywhere, right? So a manager can even approve a leave request while he's on a business trip, right? So there's something that he can do on his mobile. So that's the beauty of Workday. Human capital management. Again, Workday HCM helps organization to hire, develop, retain, and also manage talent effectively. So that's a little about what Workday HCM is. Before I move on, is there any questions, anything else you want to know about Workday apart from what we've covered?
Hey, you know, Zarentech now offers SAP corporate training. That's right. Train your workforce in SAP with our comprehensive program. We offer customized courses, certified trainers, and hands-on labs for both individuals and businesses. Our standout features? Bespoke training, fully configured servers for practice, in-house materials, and a dedicated LMS. Plus, get session recordings and 24/7 support. From functional to technical modules, we have got it all. Choose Zarentech for SAP training and watch your team excel. Learn, upskill, succeed with Zarentech.
If you have questions, raise your hand, click on the raise your hand button, or you can just post your question in the chat box, or you have Q&A, you can post there. But at this point, you can just unmute and ask the question. Any questions? All right, wow.
Okay, so I'll take that as a no.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, hi, Sabha.
hi.
Actually, what is the difference between, Workday, or SuccessFactor, SAP SuccessFactor?
So both are cloud-based ERP. They're products from two different companies. You know that, SAP and Workday, right?
Yeah.
So the interface is what would be different. The provisions are pretty much the same. They have the same product areas as Workday is. I worked on Workday, so I know Workday. I mean, from personal experience, I can say is Workday is a more user-friendly, more easy to use product. But like I said, both of them they are a cloud-based ERP. They both have the same provisions that Workday has.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So anything else from anybody? Okay, so we'll move ahead. So key product areas, right? So what are some of the products that Workday has? So we'll touch upon each of these products, right? So we have big data analytics, recruitment, talent management, there's onboarding, time tracking, succession planning, benefits, project and work management, planning and analysis, payroll solution, HCM, and so on, right? Now, these are basically the products. You can also say the various facets of HR, which are come together in a unified solution, right? So big data analytics is basically, like I called out earlier, Workday uses real-time analytics to turn large amounts of HR and business data into actionable insights, right? So the example I gave you earlier, you can instantly see a turnover trend and also predict future hiring needs, right? The ready dashboards in Workday, and on a click, you can see all these fancy charts and trends that is updated on a real-time basis. Recruitment, it streamlines the hiring process, starting from job posting to onboarding all in one system, right? So, and the recruiter can also track candidates, schedule interviews, and also send offer letters directly within Workday, right? The job posting can be both within Workday and external career sites as well. So the entire recruitment life cycle is seamless and all can be tracked in one screen by a recruiter. Talent management, again, it helps identify, develop, retain top performers. For instance, manager can set goals, track progress, recommend employees for promotions based on the performance review. Time tracking, where employees can record their hours worked or request leave from any device. They can also do that on their mobile, and managers can also approve leave request or monitor attendance on real-time basis. Project and work management, it allows or enables tracking of tasks, project timelines, resource allocations, and so on, which is also an important task for project leads. Benefit administration also, it helps in enrollments. It has simplified the open enrollment process, where it automatically sends an inbox item to employees and employees can update their annual enrollments, view their past benefit elections, review their costs, and so on. Planning and analytics, again, the workforce financial planning, it integrates workforce and financial planning for decision making, so which also helps the HR and finance team to forecast their headcount and so on. Similarly, we have payroll and HCM, which brings all the other HR functions together to make it easier for organizations to manage their workforce tasks. So like I said earlier, HCM is basically bringing all the facets of HR together and work as a unified system. That's what Workday does. So the question we have from Aruna, do we need knowledge of any coding or other language to understand Workday configuration or integration side? So for Workday functional, Aruna, you don't require any coding or any other language experience. You don't need to have the knowledge for any of it. For integration, yes, you will need some basic coding experience, but it's not a prerequisite, right? In my career, I've seen people with no coding experience also do integration or work on Workday Studio, right? So it's not something that you definitely need to have. Vardhini's question is, will training include all the above products, or do we need to pick among them on interest, right? So in the training, the Workday HCM training will touch upon few of it, like HCM, we'll talk about organization, we'll talk about payroll, a little about compensation. But in detail, if you are interested in a detailed module, there are trainings available that will give you more details on each of these modules.
Let me answer that question in a different way as well.
Sure.
This training is Workday HCM core HCM training. Like Sava is saying, when you learn Workday HCM for the first time, we will touch on other subjects, but they don't go deep. Each module here is a module by itself. Recruitment takes 40 hours. This course is Workday HCM core. So after this course, you will be eligible, you will be not right away ready, but you still have to practice to take Workday Pro HCM course certification. That's all you'll be able to take. Integration itself is a 40-hour course. Studio is 30-hour course. Recruitment is like that. Talent management is huge. It comes under, payroll is again another one. Time tracking is another course. All these are different courses. Since you're starting your career in HCM, you won't need all of this. You start with HCM when you're starting your career with Workday. I will show you a list and then I'll kind of explain you in a little bit after Sabha is done, and then you will understand, because there are so many different sections in Workday. One of the section, not section, like module specification categorization. It's like one is HCM, then you have student, then you have finance, then you have payroll, then you have reporting, then you have integration and extend, then you have data loading, adaptive, strategic sourcing and sourcing, Windley, PM and scorecard, Pecan. These are all categories. Under each category, there are many courses. Under HCM, you have HCM core, compensation, advanced comp, benefits, recruiting, learning, talent, and performance. These are all different courses. All right. I hope that was clear.
Right, and just to add.
Go ahead.
Okay, so just to add, right, what this course really does, it gives you a kickstart into Workday, because it touches upon, gives you a basic understanding, helps you navigate through, and familiarize the jargons used in each of these modules, like, right? Say compensation, you understand what the compensation structure is, how to build a compensation structure. Of course, if you want to go more detailed into compensation, how do you build bonuses, how do you build allowances, and so on, that's something that you'll need a detailed compensation session on, but then you will still get basic understanding of each of these modules and how you can navigate through each of them. Okay, so moving on, some of the key product areas, right? So we'll touch upon what are the product areas in Workday. We have big data analytics. I'll quickly read through some of them. We have big data analytics, we have recruitment, we have talent management, time tracking, project work management, Workday administration, planning and analytics, payroll solution, human resource, right? So we spoke about what each of those does. And those are basically the modules, as you say, right? Key benefits of Workday HCM. These are applications where Workday is implemented. Workday HCM is implemented. So you have banking, healthcare and insurance, higher ed, state and local government, life sciences, manufacturing and technology. So it's spread across all industries that we spoke about a little earlier, right? So all industries have slowly moved into Workday because of its features, because it's easy to use and it is just available anywhere, either on all sorts of devices. Okay, so global to the core, right? So Workday HCM is designed to be truly global, adaptable, and user-friendly, therefore supporting the full employee life cycle in one unified system. So from the time the candidate applies to a job through the recruitment module till he leaves the organization, everything in between, be it payroll, benefits, leave of absence, all of it is managed in Workday, and thereby making it one unified system, right? So here we're talking about all the Workday HCM features, which covers onboarding, goals and performance, which is your your performance management, succession planning, where we are preparing future leaders, career and development, which is your, again, talent and learning and so on. You have payroll, which is automating salary and compliance. And then you have time tracking, where you can capture work hours, attendance, and also apply for leave. And big data analytics, which is turning HR data into insights, actionable insights, right? By actionable insights, I mean they can view the dashboards, view the reports, and then take necessary actions. Then also recruiting, compensation, absence benefits, where you can manage hiring, pay, leave, and employee benefits. And also organizations, where managing organization charts, the structure of how the organizations need to be, managing the team assignments, and so on. all these modules in under one umbrella, which is Workday, right? In here, we're seeing designed for the way people work, right? So that means a modern, mobile-friendly interface, which has collaboration tools and real-time analytics for smarter decisions, right? And also technology foundation, where it's built with a multi-tenant cloud architecture, strong security, integration cloud, and in-memory processing for speed. So there are so many reports that run at the background or run on real-time basis, but Workday is very quick. The report runs again based on the kind of data that we are generating. There is option to either run the report right away or also schedule the report to view it for later, right? So those are some of the features that Workday has, and makes it very easy to use, especially for HR and finance professionals. Embedded services, it includes configurable business processes, reporting, work tags, settlement engines, governance, compliance, and so on, right? So in summary, what this image really talks about and shows how Workday HCM, it integrates with various facets of HR and HR functions. It provides real-time insights and adapts to global business needs all in one platform. So Alok was talking about this, but what are some of the modules that are covered in Workday HCM training? Is the core concepts and basic navigations. You'd get a fair understanding of how to navigate across Workday. If you need to look at the compensation of the work of a worker, where do you need to go? If you need to look at the org structure, where do you need to go? What are the clicks you need to make? So that's a basic understanding that you will get. Organizations, what are the different kinds of organization, what organization is used, what is the purpose of that organization, how do you assign workforce or employees to these organizations? That is something that you will understand as well. Staffing models, what are the different kinds of staffing model? How do you want to plan your hire? Do you want to do job-based staffing or position-based staffing? That's something that you will understand. Basic understanding of compensation as well. How do you set up compensation? How do you assign it to workers? How do you automatically make sure that the employee compensation does not go over the maximum limit or does not fall under the minimum limit, and so on? Hiring workers, we get an understanding of how to hire a worker, what are the different ways you can do it, and how you can automate the hiring process. Configurable security, you will get a fair understanding of how security works in Workday, how employee is restricted to see personal data of other employees, how managers can only view certain information, and so on. These are something that you can understand from the security piece in the training. Reporting, we'll also get a basic understanding of reporting, how to create custom reports, how to view the standard out of the box, or you say the Workday delivered reports. That is also something that you will understand from reporting. Business processes is basically a step-by-step tasks that triggers from a certain process, right? So for hire, you will have step-by-step processes and how those can be automated, how you can have steps based on conditions so that triggers only if it meets the condition, and so on. So those are things that you will learn and also practice with the business process knowledge, and also additional staffing transactions like a job change or a termination, and so on. With this, we'd also give you guidance for the certification, resume, and interview assistance as well. Any questions on this? Okay, so I'll take that as a no. I'm also going to quickly look at the chat. Vardhini is asking, real-time cases are included in the practice. Yes, you would be given scenarios where you can practice on the tenant that would be provided to you as well.
With that, Samar, do you want me to just show them the LMS quick, because they'll have a
Sure.
very good understanding? Because
Sure.
we'll mix and match that, so they'll have a very good understanding there.
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead.
I just posted a few roles. Somebody asked this question, so I just posted a few roles. But if you stop your share, I can share my screen.
Sure, absolutely, Alok.
Okay, so this is how we run our training program. Once, by the way, my name is Alok. I am right here, so you can see that's me. I'm an influencer for SAP, and I'm an influencer for Workday. Both. I do quite a lot of posting. You can check out my posts and all that. Follow me if you want to. But let me just before I go into the LMS, I wanted to explain you guys a little bit about that. Since you guys are new, what is HCM? So we made a post about all the certifications. Okay. In this post, just ignore the word certification. Okay. And I'm going to explain you. So you're under HCM, you get HCM core, which is what you are learning now. So after your course, you will be good enough to take this certification. That's it. But under HCM, you get compensation. I mean, you don't get. These are courses you take. Compensation, advanced comp, benefits, recruiting, learning, talent and performance, people experience. Then you have student. Then you have these many courses and certifications. So you take a course, take a certification. Take a course, take a certification. For example, I'll give you an idea. For this certification, Workday charges for this, the course Workday offers, the slide which the trainer was going to show you when I took over, Workday charges about $6,400 for that course. There are 2 courses you have to take to appear for the certification. For the same course, we charge $699. And then that's why, and then we have different things I'll show you, which helps the student clear the certification as well. Now, under finance, you have a record to report, all of these certifications. And for each certification, you have courses. Okay? This is the name of the certification. With this certification comes courses. Workday offers those courses as well, but they cost quite a lot. Okay. Same is with payroll. So now you can see as under payroll, you have US, UK, Canada, Australia, France, all this stuff. And then you have absence time tracking. You might have heard the word PAT, P-A-T-T. There is a huge demand for PAT consultants. When somebody says PAT, that means payroll, absence, time tracking. Okay. That is a very, very, very good module. I mean, people don't jump into payroll directly. They first learn HCM, because in our HCM course, you will learn the basics, fundamentals, architecture, how Workday is structured, all of that stuff. And then you will jump into HCM itself. And then after that, once you start your career, once you get into HCM, once you get a job, all of that good stuff, then you can jump into all the different modules. Okay. I would suggest, get into finance or payroll, whatever you want to do, or just stick to HCM side only. This also has the most demand is in HCM anyway. So, and then under payroll, you have all this. Then you have reporting. Then you have integrations. Then data loading is mainly for implementation, but don't worry about that. That will take you from now till this. It'll take you about 3-4 years at least. Then you have adaptive planning, strategic sourcing, Windley, all of this stuff. I hope this is clear. Now I'm going to jump straight into the how the training is delivered and what you get when you take the training. Okay, obviously you get an instructor who is Sabha. She'll be taking the classes. The schedule is, I think, Monday through Thursday, 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. or 10:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is about 7 or 8 hours a week. The rest of the time, we will be giving you all the assignments, assessments, all the hands-on training, content, and the case studies, all of that stuff. I'll show you here, and then you have to do all of that stuff on the tenant. Your tenant you can access directly from your LMS, Learning Management System. Let me talk a little bit about your Learning Management System. This LMS is built on sites.google.com. We have kept this LMS very light because we want it to open fast. you can access this from any device, anytime, anywhere. As long as you're logged into your Gmail, you can access this. We always ask you to make sure that you have saved this link somewhere, and we all are always logged into our Gmail anyway, so you can log in from your any device, cell phone, whatever, and you can access this. You can access your tenant. This is the curriculum. Curriculum is as divided into 3 sections. Your fundamentals, which I think your trainer has already explained. HCM is the meat of all of this. And then you have Workday Job Readiness Program. This program is a video program. We will share all of these, this video course with you. It covers your Workday resume creation, cheat sheet, LinkedIn profile creation, Workday job roles, Workday career path, all of that stuff, a lot of different things. It talks about, it gives you a list of, we have templates for resumes, all of that stuff, everything. You don't have to worry about, where do I get my cheat sheet to do my resume or LinkedIn profile. We have everything covered here for your job, right? Then you have the materials for fundamentals. I'm not going to cover that, but I'm going to cover this side. Okay, I'll come back to this in a little bit. Let me just show you some of the certification materials you have here. So once you are ready for the certification, you can look at all these certification materials. They're all here. Every document here is prepared by us. So one more thing I want to tell you is that Zarentech prepares every document here ground up in-house. We prepare everything in-house. All the materials are here. You can see scenario-based questionnaires, assessments, multiple choice questions, all of that stuff. This will help you with your certification. Every session, including the one you're attending right now, is recorded, and you'll get the recording here. And if it loads up, so you can see the recording. This recording cannot be accessed outside of it. You cannot download, nothing like that. It's all cloud-based. Everything we give you is cloud-based. If you can log in, you can access. If you cannot log in, you cannot access anything. All these recordings are posted here right after the session is complete. It takes time. We have to edit some stuff, remove some stuff, make it clean. And you will have the access to the recording for 1 year. Okay. And then your meeting links are posted here, this section. Then you have your attendance. Attendance is very important to us. So our batches get full very fast. We get a lot of students. We take attendance very seriously. Now let's get back to the HCM materials. All the session PowerPoints, the demo PowerPoint, like the one trainer is showing, the session PowerPoints look like that. Your lab activities. Somebody asked about the case studies. I'll show you that. You're given some case studies. You have to work on these case studies after your training finishes. You will have all these documents with the requirement, the scenario, the instruction, and the evaluation criteria. That is that. Some of the material which is shared by the trainer are also uploaded here. Let's say the trainer wants to send you a document they have access to, or they want you to have, they can upload that here. You can access that. Now let's just go back up here. I'm just going to open just one, just like that. Okay, so you can see the materials. These are your training will be 80% hands-on and 20% theory. Okay. These PowerPoints are prepared so you can use that as a step-by-step guide as to what is being covered, the chapters, the topics, everything like that. But none of this is your trainer is going to train this and not be hands-on. Everything will be literally hands-on. So the trainer will be most of the time will be on the tenant teaching you a subject topic. They'll jump back in, teach that, get back into the tenant and teach you there, because that's where the real learning happens. And then you have your assessment documents. Your trainer will assess you on your skill, where you've learned, what you've learned. All those documents are here as well. Then you have your lab activity document. Again, just 1 second. I'm going to open this is FAQ. So I'm just going to open a lab activity. So lab activity, create a job profile. I don't know much about this, but you understand what I'm talking about. This is how an LMS is, and this is how the training is conducted. Okay, so you will have access to the LMS and the materials and all of that stuff for the whole year. And then most of these materials you will have lifetime. but the recordings will be there for 1 year because we don't keep it on our drive as well. So you will have access, and the tenant, obviously, the tenant access from the day you start the training. From the day we give you tenant access, you will have 2 months. And another thing I'm going to tell you, we give you tenant access, which is 24/7. This is what you want to hear. A lot of companies we have seen, they give you tenant access, but those are shared. So you have 10 students, they'll say student number 1 joins from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., uses the tenant, student number 2 from 11 to 1, something like that. They do the slotted access. Ours is not like that. You will have tenant 24/7, one user, one tenant. So you can practice anytime you want, and the access is for 2 months. So it's all mentioned in this cohort document. You all might have received this cohort document. You will have everything in this document. There is literally everything. You can actually hear an audio. It's 2 people talking about the training and certification process. You can see this video. It plays and explains you exactly how the training is conducted, why Workday, all this stuff. It's all here. You can, if you want to go to a section, just click on that section and click, it will go there. At the end of the training, you will receive a certificate of completion, which is going to look like this. The certificate of completion is from Zarentech. This is not your Workday certificate, okay? Please don't get confused. This is a certificate of completion from Zarentech. You can literally click this link and add it to your profile. You should be adding this to your profile, because once you do add that, you will tag us. Once you tag us, we'll showcase your profile and your certification, and that way you can get more visibility out there. So you can add this directly. I'm going to show you a little bit here. Give me 1 second. So for example, we posted Workday HCM training and certification comparison chart. If you want to see comparison chart, take a look at this. There is a good comparison. We have done comparison with Workday training, other local vendors, and Zarentech. This is the comparison we have done. I just wanted to show you something. This is another post we posted here. I just wanted to show a post of students. 156 students, we made a post saying that 156 students enrolled in November 2024. So let's just take one. So we post the student directly. Whoever has done our training, you can talk to them on LinkedIn. So all these students, this is like maybe 0.5% of our students. We have trained quite a lot of students. We train about 120 to 150 students a month. And then once the student posts their certificate of completion, it comes here just like that. And then we congratulate, we tag, we share on our learner community. You might have seen we have a very big learner community. I think we shared that with you, the link for the learner community, which has about 22,000 followers. We'll share that there as well. So you get a lot of visibility. A lot of people see that you have completed your training and got a certificate of completion from Zarentech. As this is our learner community. We always ask you to follow us on our learner community because we post quite a lot of content. All right. So this is basically how we run the show, do the training, get you tenant access, all of that good stuff. Let me just show you a little bit more. Sorry, Sabah, I'm taking a little bit more time.
No, Alok, that's absolutely fine.
These are your. I'll just roll through this because it could be it can be little intimidating in the beginning because you're a first timer and you're using this. We have sent you so much information, so this is what makes our mentorship unique. You can go over that. The detailed course curriculum talks about fundamentals training 5 hours, HCM 30 hours, job readiness 5-hour program, and the roadmap is 7-step program explained pretty clearly. I did send you the jargons. Sometimes people have no idea what HR is, so we have created a document which has all the jargons for HR, HRIS, all of that good stuff. Then you have the curriculum for fundamentals training. Then you have curriculum for HCM training. It's all here. Job readiness course curriculum, everything's all here. So you can see all of this stuff. How to start your career. There is career guide as well about the trainer. Workday tenant. If you want to see our tenant, how it works, you can click this recording. It talks about the tenant, and there is a video on it. We also made a very good guide. It was, it's right here if you want to see it. It's free of cost. You should download that guide. It's a 222-page guide on Workday HCM certification. Okay, and then we also have 100-page certification materials section where you can download that too. We have a lot of content on. We post quite a lot of content. Here are your list of partner companies, and then the list of certification I've already shown you. I'll talk a little bit about the certification part, how this works. Remember, I was talking to you about Pro HCM Core certification, which is like about $800, but Workday offers 2 courses right there. One is 32, another one is 32. So if you were not to take our training program, course, and you want to go with Workday to take the course, first of all, you will not be eligible because if you don't work for a customer or partner company, you cannot take this course. But if you work for a partner or customer company, if you take this course, it is going to cost you $6,400 to your company or you, whoever pays for it. And that's what Workday charges for this course. And then after that, you can take the certification. That's the whole process. It's that simple. We have given you lots of information about the testing, how the testing is done, 50 multiple choice questions. To pass the exam, you have to clear 40 questions, 80%. Understand one thing, if there were 100 people taking the certification this month, less than 50% pass. Okay? Because the certification exam is tough. It's not easy. It's tough. Multiple choice questions, all the stuff is difficult. So that's why we made a platform where our passing rate for the certification is 87%. First attempt. Actually, we made a post here. This post right here also talks about real students who you can talk to. I think I just showed you. People who completed the Workday certification in first attempt, you can click the link and talk to those people directly if you want. And then some people have got jobs. We posted those links. Sunil Sharma got a job after taking the training, getting the certification done on our platform, and getting a job as well. So there's a lot of posts we make. And when students clear their certification, they post it, and then they give us a permission to share that. We share it. Okay, it's all here. So your exam is questions, topics by weight, platform, failed exam. If you fail the exam, you have 4 calendar days before you can re-enroll, pay the $800 again. New recertification requirements, it's pretty simple. You have an LMS ID you get, a unique ID which is for you from from the company when you join the Workday Learning Center. So I think this is about it. The certification, there are some reviews here. You can check it out. Google reviews we have, and this is your upcoming batch. Yep. Any questions for me before I pass this to the trainer? Hello? Any questions?
Yeah, I have a question. So,
yeah, Deepak.
how long can we get the access for the tenant?
2 months.
2 months. Okay.
It says right here. Is my screen still visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So you have a demo date today. Batch start date August 5th. Your course fee is $699. Your payment link is this. This is this. You can use, if you're in US, you can use Klarna and Afterpay to make the installment payments. 2 months of tenant access, additional access, $149 per month. Here is one thing. I'll show you one thing. Okay. Give me 1 second. Sorry, this is my notepad, so I'm just sharing it. All right. Workday training and certification process. This is the normal way. You go the normal way. If you're a beginner, it will take you at least 5 years to get certified. With us, after the training, if you practice, you can get certified in 2 months. And on top of that, we are the only company outside of Workday who can get you certified because we refer you to the partner company. Without us, you can't get certified unless you work for a customer or a partner company. This is the normal way, which said gain knowledge, find a job with Workday customer and partner company, work for them for 2-3 years, reach out to your manager and request them to, so you want to get certified. If they agree, they will sponsor and pay for your courses and certification. And please, and the certification cost they will pay is $6,400. The certification cost is $800. If you clear the pro exam in the first attempt, then you're certified. If you fail, then you have this many days. This is Zarentech's process. I'll give you 5 minutes, 2-3 minutes to read it.
Look, if you can maximize a little bit.
Yes, I can surely do that.
So, do we have an expiry date for the certification?
2 years.
2 years? Okay.
Yeah. Two years. After that, you have to recertify yourself. Before it was 6 months. You have to recertify yourself in 6 months. Now it is 2 years. And for recertification exam, you have to pay 0.25 training credit, which is $200. One credit is $800. This is the process you follow. We are the only company which can get you certified.
What do you mean by the second point, like qualify for the referral? On what basis will they qualify?
You will qualify if you, I mean, we get probably at least every week we get about 100 to 200 people reach out to us and say that they want to get certified. But we don't take everybody. We only take people who have enrolled in our course, and then we refer them to the Workday partner company to get certified.
Okay.
Right. I mean, this is you have to spend a minimum of $399 to qualify. What that means is some people won't take a live course and go for a video course. They can also qualify as long as they spend $399 on our platform. Okay. Another thing I wanted to show you. Sorry, I will roll back up here a little bit just to show you. Where is this? Okay. This one. So we realized that a lot of people are taking the certification and not clearing. A lot of them. I mean, there are people who have 5 years of experience till today come to us and after 3 attempts, still failing. So what we did was we built a platform where you can practice your certification. And it is a copy, exact copy. So you will get 50 questions and you can practice those certification exams. Our difficulty level is 95%. Workday's difficulty level is 80%. We rather have you fail with us than Workday because every time you fail with Workday, you lose $800. So I'll have you read this. We are the only company which built this. As a student of Zarentech, you get this platform for free. So you can practice your pro HCM course certification. You get 3 attempts. Yeah. So we built this pro Workday certification practice test platform, and you can see all these people. I mean, these details were put here also. We actually went ahead and put all the details, the links to the students who have cleared. You can talk to them as well. Here is the links. I'll show you. As a part of the cohort, we have shared this here, right there. So you can click the link. So let's say you want to talk to Omar. You click the link and talk to Omar and be like, hey, how was your training? How was your certification? What are the tips and tricks you can give? Talk to Omar right there. All these people got certified through us. So if you
Do
go
we
here,
have a cool off period for the uh, test to if we don't pass through, if we have to take the retest?
I didn't
Do we
understand.
have a cool off?
Can you repeat the
No
question?
period,
Sorry.
like in an year or so, is it something like we can take the test only once or twice or
No,
n number of times?
What sets Zarentech apart in SAP corporate training? It's our unique blend of expertise and innovation. We offer customized courses tailored to each client's needs, ensuring relevant, targeted learning. Our vast trainer database brings you wisdom from the best in the field. Need resources? Access our extensive training material repository anytime. We are all about measurable results, providing detailed student metrics to track progress. And we don't just teach, we build community. Join our thriving social media network, connecting learners beyond boundaries. With Zarentech, you are not just training, you are transforming your SAP expertise.
no. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll explain you that. Here. So sometimes people fail by very less margin, and they understand what they did wrong, and they want to certify again. They want to, wait 4 days, and so Workday gives you 4 days to wait, and then you can go for the certification again. Pay $800 and go for the certification. Any question about certification? Please ask.
I think Jeffrey
Yeah.
has some question. Yeah, go ahead. Jeff.
Okay. Yeah, just pushing it. Thank you very much, Alok Kumar. My question is maybe I'm not getting it correctly, but then when it comes to the certification, is the certification recognized from Zarantech or this is the certification from Workday?
Okay. There is only one Workday certification, which is from Workday. Okay. So there is one Workday certification right here from Workday. At this point, none of you are eligible to take the certification because you don't work for customer or partner company, unless you do. If you do work for a customer or partner company, you still won't qualify to take the certification. Why? Because you have to reach out to your manager and say, hey, can I get certified? They have to approve it. Most managers won't approve if you don't have real-time experience working on Workday projects for at least 2-3 years, right? Because we see people working for customer company for 5 years come to us and say, hey, my manager's not approving my certification. Because your manager should approve for you to take the certification because they have to pay for it, right? There is only one certification from Workday. Okay. You can go to the route where you get trained, get a job with a customer company, work there for 3-4 years, and then if your manager approves, get certified. That is one route. Or you can take the route of getting trained with us, and we refer you to the partner company and you take the certification. And once you get certified, you will be certified. But to answer your question, there's only one certification, which is from Workday.
Okay, so I guess the difference has to do with one has to go through a partner company, or when you work with a partner company, then you get certified. But from your side, you refer us to a partner company, and we get certified through that route, and it's the same certification.
The partner company is not going to entertain you in the first place.
Yeah, I get it.
Because once you train with Zarentech, the partner companies know that once you're trained with Zarentech, you will clear the certification because they're trained well.
Mm-hmm.
There's no point in partner because nobody's making money from certification. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What they charge is $800. You pay $800 to the partner company. You know what I'm saying? So there's nobody making money. The only thing is partner companies want more people to be certified through them. So it's no point in having people take the certification exam and not clear it. They want more people to get certified through that. And that's what Zarentech is helping two ways. Helping partner companies have more certified consultants and having the student get certified. There is a route now.
Okay.
Because it's like this. If it was not if we were not in the picture, or let's take any other, you can just go to Google and type Workday training company training, and there will be like 1,000 companies. I mean, not 1,000, but at least 20 or 30 companies will come, which will offer the training for $299, $399. I don't even know, whatever they offer for. This is just training. It's just training. That's all you learn. After that, what do? You cannot. You can apply for jobs, you can apply for AMS companies, but certification changes the game for you. We've been in this for 10 years now. We know exactly how it works. Every job out there, these days AMS companies are also asking for certification, certified consultants. So your goal is to get a job. How are you going to get the job if you're not certified? Every recruiter, every company is asking for certification. How are you going to get certified? You cannot get certified. You get trained from the other companies and you're stuck. You cannot get certified. With the Zarentech, you can. Is that clear?
Yes, that is so clear. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Any other questions? Guys, I cannot see your chat. The chat you're posting, I cannot because I'm on this explaining. But you can surely ask me the question if you want. Unmute and ask. And there are a couple of things I wanted to explain you here as well. So I'll explain that since you're thinking about asking a question. Sorry about my notes and everything. So here I say, see, Workday process of getting trained and certified. See, takes our training is the same as Workday offered courses, but Workday charges $6,400, we charge $699. After that, you pay the Workday partner company $800 to get certified. Okay, they get you access to WLC. Now, what is Workday Learning Center? Workday Learning Center is just a portal where you schedule your exams. Okay, it's a portal where you schedule your exams. Meaning, once you get access to the Workday Learning Center, you can actually schedule exams. Meaning, you can just say, next Thursday, I'm going to take the certification exam. And Workday Community is the best portal where you can get all the information. You can ask any questions. This community is closed. What do we mean by closed community? People who work for Workday or people who work for partner or who work for a customer has access to it. Community has everything. That's why you might have heard a lot of people say Workday is closed. Yes, Workday is closed. You don't have access to this. See this? You won't have access. Right, I will. Because I have community access I've taken from partner companies, and I get maybe not. I don't have access either, I guess. I do have access, but it's just not working out. So yeah, community is a place where you can get all the content. You can learn, you can watch videos, there are within community you have a your local community as well. Like let's say you live in a particular city, they have local Workday community there where you can do meetups and all that stuff, a lot of stuff through the community. And then before 10 days of your Workday Pro certification, reach out to us and we'll give you access to the Workday certification practice test platform. You will have 3 attempts to practice this. Then after you practice and once you are confident, then you can go ahead and schedule your exam on Workday Learning Center and take the certification. Once you're certified, you're certified. Now you've got trained from Zarentech, which you have over Zarentech's course completion certificate. Then you have a Workday certificate, and now you start applying for jobs. And to apply for jobs, you go through our job readiness program. It prepares you for your resume, this and that, and all that stuff, how to apply, all of that stuff. We post a lot of content ourselves anyway, so you can take a look at that content. Like one of the content we post is like, I'm just showing you an example post. Just take a look at this. This AI-powered Workday mock interview will get you job ready. What does this do? It's very simple. We have given you a prompt. You put this prompt, your resume, and the JD. So let's say you have an interview coming up tomorrow or day after tomorrow, and you want to prepare for the interview. You want somebody to do mock you, not mock you like that, but do a mock interview, okay? How would you do that? If you don't have a good friend, a knowledgeable friend, you can use ChatGPT. You can upload your resume and you can upload the JD, and this prompt is going to interview you. The prompts will interview you as long as you score 8+ out of 10. It can go for 24 hours and interview you. It can ask questions, and then once you answer, based on the answer, it'll ask the next question, next question, next question, next question, next question, next question, and keep on going. If you have ChatGPT on your phone, you just have that phone app and just answer the question by holding the voice prompt thingy, and then just answer. It'll evaluate answer. If it doesn't fall in that number range, it'll figure out that you still are not good at that subject for that particular job. So it'll keep on asking. It'll go for 24 hours. Now you have a mock interviewer. So we post a lot of content like this. If you are not signed up and do not follow us on our Workday Learner community, you're missing all this out. So you go to our Workday Learner community. I'm going to show you what you will see. You go here, and then what you do is you follow us, and then after that, you click on the bell icon, and then you click on all and save. When you do that, every post we post on your on LinkedIn, you will get notified. Any other questions I can answer? I know certification could be a little confusing, but I hope, I hope I was able to answer your questions. Sabha, I'm going to go ahead and transfer if you guys don't have any questions, I'll go ahead and transfer this to Sabha. Sorry. 5 minutes became 2. Sabha, it's all yours now.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Alok. And I think we've pretty much covered everything that we wanted to cover. Alok, you already spoke about what are the services, what is Pro HCM certification, but also something that I want to touch upon is all our trainers are from US. All our trainers have over 4 years of implementation experience. I can talk for myself. I have about 10 years of implementation experience. So I've been through the certification like over a decade ago, and then I have been working with customers implementing Workday, right? Yes, like Alok said, the exam is not easy, but then I think that's what we do. We make sure you are ready for the certification exam. And the tenant access is something that's definitely going to help you practice what you learn, which is also an added advantage. Right.
Some people ask few questions. I'll answer that. Are the certification provided after the course from you or from Workday? Jeffrey, I think that's what you asked, right? We provide a certificate of completion, and the actual certification which you appear for is from Workday. There's only one certification. I think I explained that pretty clear. Is the tenant a live Workday tenant or one you built? The tenant you will have is a GMS tenant. John Steve asked this question: how are the top 10 performers in the course evaluated based on the assignments and assessments you do? And we talk to the trainer. I hope I answered all your questions. If I didn't, please unmute
Tina
and ask.
Patel has a question. See her hand raised.
Go ahead.
Yes. So I had a question regarding the partner companies. Do we get to choose or how does that work? Like
we refer.
Okay. And would that be just one?
No, we work with about 7 partner companies.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And I don't even know if you know this, but we ourselves are a partner. Can I share one more time, please? Give me 1 second. I'll share my screen. All right. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, Alok.
Okay. As you can see my screen right there, I'm going to go to my So People Flow, I'm the partner sales director here in the US. People Flow is a product company. One second. Give me 1 second. So this is a testing automation tool for Workday. We have built this and we sell it to Workday customers. This is our tool. And I'll show you a post where it says yeah. So we are Innovation Silver Partner. Innovation Silver Partner is better than all other partners, better than Service Partner too. Innovation Silver Partner. So not Zarentech. So I cannot say Zarentech because I am the CEO of Zarentech, but I'm also vested. I have vested interest in peopleflow.io. So we are a testing automation company, and we are innovation partner. We are GDPR and SOC 2 type recognized as well. So we have our own partnership with Workday. Clear?
Yes, thank you. And you would refer us to any of these 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone. Yeah. And there is a list of partner companies if you want to see. It's mentioned in your cohort as well. If you want to see the list of partner companies. Yeah, no problem. Anybody else has any question before I pass the screen to the trainer? Please feel free to ask. It's okay. Okay, nobody has a question. All right.
Thank you, Alok. Yeah, I think we've pretty much covered. I'm going to leave the slides back to where I left. So we covered the Pro HCM certifications. We spoke about the exam weightages. This is everything that we're going to be covering, and in the training as well, we'll talk about the staffing setup, organization, business processes, reporting, and security, and that's exactly what we'll be covering. You'll see the weightages as well in each of these sections. And like I said, there will be a lot of practice. So after every session, you can go back and practice. There'll be assessments. We will review those assessments in the next class. We'll start a day with what we covered in the previous day. So if there are any questions, anything that you're stuck with, we can revisit that and then again go back to practice. The key to passing the certification, if that's your target, is to practice, right? So the more we practice, the more we understand the concept. Alok's already covered all this, the exam platforms, what happens if you fail, what's the recertification requirements, and the Workday LMS ID as well. We've covered all this. I see okay, there are a few links. Alok's put, there is the LinkedIn Workday Learner community that Alok has put, which is definitely going to give you a lot of insights. The Pro certification, we also spoke about this, that Workday certification is not something that's open to everybody. Only a Workday partner or customer can employ you, can get you certified, right? So yeah, that's everything. And these are few teachables, links that'll give you more information about the core certification, right? Why choose Zarentech? Again, there was an interview with Focus Cloud that mentioned that Zarentech is the only company outside of Workday to upskill and get resources trained in Workday, even when you don't have access to Workday community, right? So Zarentech is exclusive in a way where it only is the only company that can help upskill in Workday. All the trainers are from US. Like I said, trainers have over 4 years of implementation experience. I come with over 10 years of implementation experience. All of them are Workday certified. I have multiple certifications. I'm certified in core HCM, benefits, reporting, recruitment. These are the modules that I'm certified in. That meant I had to take the exams over four times because there were different exams for each certification, right? So if you go to the YouTube channel and search for Workday training, you will see that the trainings delivered by Zarentech is something that you will see first, because YouTube ranks videos based on quality and the value it provides. And you will also be provide tenant accesses. In the same tenant, you can practice all the modules. So after the training is completed, you will be provided with the job readiness program, which would include helping you update your resume, interviews, LinkedIn assistance, placement guidance, and all of that is free of cost. That comes with the training, and you get full-time courseware, which includes session PPTs, all the assignments, assessment recordings, and so on. And of course, Alok touched upon the prices, which is comparative and the best. Kenneth is asking if Alok, all the links that you've put in the chat, is it available on the drive? It is also available in the document that was sent over an email along with the Zoom link, so you can access all of it there. John, Steve,
all the links we are providing is in your cohort document. The cohort document we provided, I'm going to provide that one more time. Just give me 1 second.
Sure.
The cohort document has everything, all of these links. The one I was showing you in the beginning. It's, yeah, 1 second, I'll provide that link one more time. Yeah, I'm just copying those links and providing you because, like I said, the cohort can be too much sometimes. There you go. That's it. Will previous students of Zarentech get a special rate on this course? No. There is previous student of Zarentech. If you're taking HCM, there is nothing called previous. I mean, HCM is the first time. John, could you unmute and ask that question? I'm confused. Right. Any other questions? Aside HCM core, are there other modules you offer? You offer everything. All the courses. I'll share the corporate catalog with you. You can take a look at. We train companies like TCS, KPMG, PwC, Freshworks. If you go to the cohort document, go scroll down all the way, you will see at the end for corporate training, our catalog includes all the courses, and we also do bespoke training, which is customized training. We have customized over about 110 courses. No problem, John. If you're having problem with your audio, that's fine. We customize courses too. So we are 95% of our business is corporate training. We are a corporate training company. We have done trainings for Micron. We have done training for Birlasoft, TCS. Like I said, we've done literally training for quite a lot of people, big companies. Direct trainings. We are the direct vendors to provide trainings. And if any one of you is interested in having a one-on-one training session also, like sometimes some people just come and say, hey, I want a trainer for me and myself. That's it. Okay. Well, we can do that too. It's going to be expensive, but we can do that too. And when I was showing you that HCM, payroll, finance, and all the modules under it, we cover everything. We cover student, we cover Windley, we cover Prism, analytics, everything. And when we normally deliver training for customers, we can also deliver training for customers' tenants as well, implementation and GMS. Right. Okay. I think I have covered all the questions there.
Yes.
I covered that part.
Yes.
The LMS is also covered. Yeah.
And that's the learning community, which the link for which is also in the chat and the cohort. And yeah, so if you can spend a few more minutes if there are any other questions.
This is the time you unmute and ask your questions. Support team, is everybody able to unmute themselves, or there is a problem with unmuting? I'm just wondering. Sometimes we have that problem with Zoom.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes.
Satish.
So, this is like a HCM, but in case if you want to learn other trainings, what are the coming up? How do we know that information?
Which one are you wondering?
The integrations and Prism.
Yeah, we have those. Reach out to your learning consultant at Zarentech, and they will send you all the details. Okay?
Yeah, actually, I'm a previous Workday student.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. I was like, okay. Now I got it.
Yeah, but
So
I'm in the job. I didn't get a chance to go through all these things, so I'm starting again. So this is a good opportunity to learn everything. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. No problem. Yeah, just connect with your learning consultant, Sam, Emma, Abhi, and all those people, and they'll send you all the. Can you elaborate a bit on the price list, please? Which price list, Jeffrey? Jeffrey, unmute and ask. I don't know which price list you're referring to. All right. Okay, guys. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, jumping up on that, just the price list on the Workday HCM, I might have overlooked something. So if I could just have someone a little bit of insight.
The price is on the cohort document. If you go to the cohort document, and if you go down all the way down to the section which says the course timeline, upcoming batch details, has the pricing.
Okay.
Course fees. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. And we use Stripe links. So sometimes people are like, you'll see some companies will always ask you to do a bank transfer. Don't ever take those trainings, because bank transfer is not safe. That's why we take Stripe, and you use your credit card. If you don't like it, dispute it. Ask us first. We'll refund it. But I'm just saying, so we know we are so confident. We've been doing it for 16 years. We're so confident about this training. We take Stripe payments. You can make the payment. If you don't like it, normally come back to us. We'll try to resolve something, get you somewhere else, integration or whatever. Let us know beforehand, because we pay the trainers. So, but then, you pay with your credit card. So you can always, it's not like your money is paid and it's gone, so always be aware of people who ask for a training cost on, bank payment basis. But yeah, bank payment actually saves the credit card fees. That's besides the point, but I'm just saying. And thank you, all of you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining and listening to us. And you have a great night.